Another thing I find quite funny, actually. Richard Keys and Andy Gray believed their microphones were switched off, and they were at the centre of a sexism row last night after they questioned whether a female linesman knew the offside rule during a Premier League match. The commentators, who apparently believed their microphones were switched off, were recorded making disparaging remarks about Sian Massey, 25 years old, before Liverpool's Premiership clash with Wolves. Now, you know what, yeah? Sian Massey, she smacked it. She got it. She got the decisions that she needed to get right, perfectly right. To be perfectly frank. But, so one of them was commenting on Miss Massey. Mr. Keys said somebody better get down there and explain offside to her. Andy Gray said, mate, can you believe that? A female linesman, women don't know the offside rule. To which Mr. Keys replied, of course they don't. I can guarantee you there will be a big one today. Kenny Dalglish will go potty. This isn't the first time, is it? Didn't we have one before? The Sky presenters made the disparaging remarks about Massey, and later on in the exchange, Mr. Key said the game's gone mad. Did you hear about charming Karen Brady this morning complaining about sexism? Do me a favour, love. Mate, it's madness. It's madness. But Sky have actually... Now, this is the reason why I find Monday Night Football most interesting tonight. Not because Chelsea are 4-0 up, but because who's presenting Monday Night Football? This is why I asked earlier, because Sky drops presenters over sexism storm. Sky Sports presenters Andy Gray and Richard Keys have been dropped for tonight's match between Chelsea Bolton for sexist comments made about a lineswoman.
Personally, I think they should look into me, you and Jezzy.
Yeah, I'd love to host Monday Night Football. You mad? But yeah, the pair had been chatting while working on the channel's coverage of Liverpool's Premier League victory against Wolves at Molineux. Hey! But their microphones were still on and the comments were picked up and later passed on to the media. I have spoken directly to both Richard Keys and Andy Gray this morning. Sky Sports boss Barney Francis said it has been made clear to each of them that their comments were totally unacceptable. Those views were inexcusable, entirely inconsistent with our ethos as a business and employer, and will rightly offend many of our customers, our people, and the wider public. Boy, it's mad, man. It's mad. Do you think this is a storm in the teacup, or political correctness gone mad that Gray and Keys have been suspended?
Whistleblowers, that's all I'm going to say, because at the end of the day, these such undertones weren't heard by the general public, and were only heard by the general public through whistleblowing. And a private conversation between two ignorant fools, should be kept private.
No, true. I mean, I love Andy Gray and Richard Keys. Them two are fantastic on there together. And you put Martin Tyler on it, it's brilliant. But it's one of them ones. I don't think those views should never have seen the light of day. I mean, what people say privately is their business, to be perfectly frank. All right, the fact that it was aired, I don't agree with those views. But, hey, straight shooting LJ. The straight shooting mantra is be honest, be vocal, have an opinion, make your voice heard. And at the end of the day, they were voicing their opinions. Yeah,
but what I don't get here is like, alright, this might sound a bit outlandish right now.
Yeah, shoot.
But because it's a female, and they've criticised a female directly, it sounds a lot worse. But they do the same about males all the time. It's just the fact that it's a male's game. They don't need to attach the male part to it.
That's a very good point. That is actually a very good point.
Because it's not like they're actually
because you look at the Raphael sending off a week ago. Hey, people were castigating the ref after that. No one said anything. No one batted an eyelid. This referee, nah, man, he's poor, he's suspect. I mean, it's
just because they're associated with having to take a rule book down to the female, it sounds a lot worse. But he could have said we're gonna have to take the rule book down. What? Look at Lee, you're gonna have to help me. Arsenal, the sending off with Manchester City earlier on during the season, the sending off of Boyata. They made a similar claim to him. He's an under 21. He's an under 21 player. He's grew up with the rule books. Maybe someone should show.
It's a stupid sending off. He should know better.
Yeah,
but no one batted an eyelid at that. Good point. Very good point. But I think this is. I think this is a storm in the teacup. To be perfectly frank, I mean. Gray and Keys are old school guys, and you're gonna get old school comments from old school guys every now and then. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen at the end of the day. But
and
oh.
one more thing, sorry. The
Yeah,
Karen
no,
Brady comment. Look, Karen Brady's come out and she's talking about sexism. Now he's entitled to make his comment too, isn't he?
No, true.
She's
in
talking about
retaliation.
in retaliation. He's saying,
But in football, you're not allowed to say anything no more. You're not allowed to say anything about the refs. You're not allowed to say anything on Twitter after a match.
yeah, that's why we have 15 Premiership women football managers, yeah, and we have women coaches all over the place, and we have officials all over the place, and we have women within the higher ranks of football, innit? That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because football's so perfect.
True.